So, how do you guys feel about Robert and Bobby's situation?
I mean, with the issues and stuff going on, I mean, that's their issues. But if you check out the channel at Team Do HQ, you know,
shameless plug.
Huh?
Shameless plug.
Oh, because it's going on. This is going on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you look at the broadcast, like Team Do HQ update news or something like that, like we got like I think 6 or 7 videos. Yeah, videos and stuff like that about, you know, trying to talk to Robert about it.
So how do you feel about Robert dropping out of the event as a whole?
I think he shouldn't have dropped out.
Right.
Do you feel like he did it because he was scared or because he knows that he fucked up?
Probably a mixture of both. Considering the fact that he slept with his friend's girlfriend and knowing that he wants to fight me, he's probably like, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do to me, so.
But do you feel like Bobby will have some restraint going against Robert, considering the fact that they quote unquote buried the hatchet?
Cause talking to Bobby off podcast, he said all he wanted to really do was just kind of like when we told him about me and Brandon doing the event. Since we planned it, I think in the summertime of last year or the wintertime, somewhere around in that, you know, gap, you know, between each season, we was planning on doing a boxing match because that's when KSI and Logan was doing theirs, and we just like, oh well, that was a huge hit. That was a huge hit for the YouTube community and stuff like that. So I was thinking that maybe we could use the Team Do platform kind of to grow and use it for our own personal gain into different things. And my dog just keep ripping the damn box. Being rude. Thank you. You're being rude. Jesus. But I feel that talking to Bobby, we told him that he wanted Brandon to be in his corner, and I told Bobby I was gonna be in his corner instead of being, you know, in Robert's, because I mean that would be kind of contradicting, you know, whatever. To kind of be there for the safety net, just in case, like, if something bad happened or if he was really getting out of hand, then I could just easily restrain him and just pull him off or whatever the case may be. So I feel like Bobby wouldn't have no restraints, but I feel like he would have fought him in a more honorable way. Instead of just being like, I'm gonna just beat him down and hope that I kill him or whatever, you know, they want to say in this time frame or whatever the fuck it is. So
okay, and listening to the podcast, Robert said that he was afraid that Bobby was going to hurt him and that he was scared for his safety, considering the people who were involved in the match. Do you still feel like Robert is more afraid because you decided that you would be in Bobby's corner, or because of he knows that it was messed up and it may not all be buried like they agreed it would be?
Like, after giving some time, at that moment in time, I felt like he was just being scared because he knew he fucked up, and like, dude, you slept with your best friend's girlfriend type thing. And so I feel like at that time, you know, he was afraid. Like, as you know, as further late into the timeline, I feel that Robert knew that he fucked up, but I feel like he knew that everybody knew, and like a lot of people was against him. So he felt that he needed to opt out. But he did say in the podcast that he needed time to think about it because of the holidays or whatever. And I told him, you know, all right, cool. But the only issue that I had with that was the fact that he wanted to take on people that were going to hold back if they go against each other. You know? Like, he wanted to go against Brandon in the podcast that he said, and because Brandon know how to restrain himself, stuff like that, where it's just like, nobody really wants to see a sparring session. People really want to see a boxing match.
How are you gonna try to put what you're learning in front of people if you're not gonna be able to?
Right, but I feel like the issue was with that he was trying to, what do you call that? Try to see if he could pull strings where he wasn't in his favor of pulling strings. Like, he wasn't in the right to pull strings, or he wasn't in the right to ask for stuff in the event that he wanted, where it was just like, you didn't do nothing for us in the event and stuff like that. If me and Brandon are sitting here banging our heads together trying to figure out how we're going to do certain things, who's going to match up with who, and doing all this and that and the third and all this researching and stuff, then you really don't have no leverage to ask for anything or whatever.
Okay.
So,
in your each personal opinion, do you feel like Robert dropping out of the event as of right now made the situation worse, or did it make it better, or did it kind of just stay the same?
I think it made it worse, because then it shows Bobby that Robert isn't a man of his word, and he already showed that he can't be trusted, but this shows even more that he can't be trusted, because it's like, you said you were going to do it, why aren't you doing it? Like, what's going on? Especially because of the fact that he said that he was scared for his own safety, but it's like, you're going to have headpieces, if things get out of hand, the fight's going to be stopped. Like, nobody's going to be intentionally put you in an area where you're going to be hurt.
So you feel like even since we put safety precautions and we ensured his safety, that's kind of nonsense that he's saying he's scared for his safety?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it stayed the same.
And why do you feel that?
Because the whole they was talking trash about each other in the group chat and stuff, but yeah, it stayed the same.
But it was weird because it was like he never really responded in the group chat. It was more his girlfriend. His girlfriend was going back and forth with Bobby, and it was just like
it's like his girlfriend was the one who was modified Bobby.
Yeah, it's like she digged him in a deeper hole, or I feel like she was trying to back Bobby off, and since Bobby wasn't showing no hesitation with backing off or whatever, it scared her. And then she went to him and told him she's scared because he backed out because he said his parents said it wasn't a good idea, which I'm like, you're 25 years old. You can do whatever the hell you want. And, I mean, your girlfriend, the reason why you in this mess is because your girlfriend did what she did. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I feel like it's like a surprise at the same time, because at first I didn't know what was going on between those two, but once I knew they had problems, I was like, yo, that's good. That's something that will give both of them something to work towards to in like,
for a dramatic effect.
Yeah, for kind of like a dramatic effect. That's why we was going to put them as a co-event from the main event, but so, right, but, you know, hopefully, you know, he comes back within the time period that he says, and he was like, yo, I want to go against whoever. I mean, hopefully we'll have another fighter. Yeah. If not, I mean, I don't know.
It all depends on how everything with Colleen and everything else plays off. I think she's pulling strings. I think she just wants him to be her puppet. Like, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. That's it. Like, I feel like he has no say. And even if he does have a say, it's all going to be Colleen's words going out of his mouth.
Right. Because on the phone, he did sound very intimidated and very scared. But at the same time, it was like, I'm trying to reassure that I'm not trying to intimidate you or whatever the case may be. But he has some, I would say, personal demons that he has to deal with.
Okay.
And maybe giving him the time to deal with his personal demons, maybe, I don't know. I mean,
All depends on him.
Right. I mean, my predictions on that fight was going to be 75-25, where Bobby's just going to beat Robert, and the whole reason I feel that if I could beat him without no fucking problem, I mean,
That's what Bobby could do.
I don't even know what Bobby can do, but just the point being, just I don't know. I just have more money on Bobby than Robert.
Yeah.
And if I had, I hate to say it, but I kind of contradict myself from the podcast because I was like, I give everybody 50-50. But since it's now getting closer to
Fight date.
the fight date or whatever, which we still got to figure out when we're going to do it because we got to look at everybody's schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But just when it gets closer, it's like, you kind of like,
You can see how everything's going to play
seeing
out.
how serious you took it, yeah, I think Homeboy is going to beat you. So,
Right.
I mean, but yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like it's a wild card.
Bobby got more skill probably than Robert.
Probably.
I think Bobby do Taekwondo.
So, yeah.
Right.
So he's more
got
like, I
more
think with kick, yeah, with more feet work.
But still.
So, but yeah, it's
Feet
boxing.
can come in handy.
Well, I mean, footwork, yeah, boxing, yeah, but you can't kick. So I mean,
That's only downfall.
Next question.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what would you guys say your strengths are?
You want to go first? You want to answer that, or you want
It doesn't matter.
me? Me, my strength, I would say more of a patience and experience. You know, I know when to kind of plot points out and stuff like that. Shots. Dutch, what are you doing? You know, I know how to, pick and choose shots or whatever the case may be. So I think I would say knowledge and then the patience.
Okay.
More of a strength.
Okay.
I mean, I have the best stamina or like the best technique, sort of say, but it's like I know how to make do
With what you got.
what I got. Yeah.
So you can adapt.
Yeah, I can adapt. Yeah.
Okay.
Chey, what would you say your strengths are?
Technique, I guess, because with with the way I'm being taught and everything, it's like the only thing I need to really work on is how to like plan them. That's about it.
So the technician,
Yeah.
learn how to be a technician and plotting it.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say, huh?
They more learning.
Your strength.
Learning is your strength?
Because I think he's trying to say like if he sees the way somebody's doing it, he can learn from it. Like, oh, okay, I can.
Like
can
when I
do that.
spar with Naje, I'll learn. Type thing. So
So you're very observant.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Like you're very
Right.
observant.
Okay.
You analyze your opponent's movements and stuff, see how they move.
learn as I'm going.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. So what do you think your weaknesses are? Naje?
Oh, me?
You went first last time.
I wouldn't say my emotions, but it's more like maybe sometimes like I don't know my own strength. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, oh, this punch is not going to be that hard.
And then it ends up being
It really be hard, but I don't see it being hard. So I mean, I would say the measurements of power or what's that word? Just being very I don't know. Just sometimes I underestimate my own strength. I think that's my weakness.
So underestimating yourself is one of your weaknesses.
Yeah. Like, like I could be boxing or whatever and like I would jab somebody, but I'd be like, this is a medium jab. And it'll be a hard jab to somebody and then all of a sudden they fall down. You're just like,
What?
oh. It's done? Oh, okay. Or they get rocked. You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, alright.
For me, it's my emotions. It's the truth. When certain situations come up, I let my emotions get the best of me, and that's something I really need to work on. That's something I'm gonna be working on. And it's like comfortability. trying to be comfortable in the way I am and how I fight is just something that needs to be worked on over time, and it's something that's going to improve over time.
So say you get hit a certain way and it really hurts, like you feel like your emotions are gonna step in. And
Yeah.
you're not gonna stay focused.
It like depends on where the hit is. If it's like somewhere I can take it, then it's gonna be like anger comes up. But if it's gonna be like somewhere like in my stomach or something like that, then that's when it's gonna be like, shit, okay.
Okay.
Mine's is hesitation. Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna hit you the wrong way, and then you gonna be mad type thing. Like, I'm always hesitating. I'm not gonna hold you.
You're like, if I'm gonna hit you in your face, you might get mad, and then
What
you
the
want to
fuck's
try to
gonna
fuck
happen
me
after
up.
that?
Alright, what would you say your opponent's strengths are?
Brandon? Damn. It's that hard head. He has a real hard head. He used to bang his head against lockers and doors and stuff in schoolyards.
So it might take a lot to knock
knock him out. But, I mean...
There are other ways you can go about it.
Yeah. I mean, he's very strong. Like, he has a strong determination.
He's strong-willed, yeah.
Yeah, he's very strong-willed. So it's like, I can knock him down, but I feel like when the fight happens, I feel like I'm going to keep knocking him down,
Right.
but he's just going to keep getting back up.
Kind of like
Where it's going to be to the point
like
where...
people.
That and like, kind of like how Rocky... Like, he's just going to take them blows and just prove that I just can't knock him out until I get probably very, very upset and knock him out cold, and then I'm going to feel bad because I'm like, wow, I just knocked out my best friend. Like,
I don't even know about Taylor just because I haven't seen her. It might be stamina, but who knows?
I think for Bobby, it's skills. He got a lot of skills.
You got the skills to pay bills.
Yes.
Probably experience too.
yeah, he's 30.
Right.
30 years old. 13-year-old taking on a 30. So, I mean...
Okay.